All right, it is Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. My name is Kessie Ian Anderson, and welcome back for another edition of Heresiarch. In this, we are going to discuss the internet hierarchy. It's pretty basic, but it's what you need to know and understand as we progress further into the biodigital convergence. Let's get started. So I went to ChatGPT and I asked, hello, we have the name Internet of Things. We also have the Internet of BioNano Things. How many other sub-names for the internet do we have, and what are the names that are generally accepted? And this is what was brought out. The world of the internet is evolving rapidly, and as new technologies emerge, they often get associated with specialized subfields or concepts. These subnames build on the foundation of the Internet of Things, but represent increasingly specific or advanced areas. Here are some commonly recognized subnames of the internet that are generally accepted. Now, they gave 16 subnames of the internet. I then asked, can you put the above list you made in order from broadest range to more specific ranges? If you listen to any of Ian F. Achildes' talks and speeches he gives in front of audiences, he goes in, he's basically the one creating these subsets as the tech gets or got pushed out further. Certainly, here's the list of internet subdomains organized from the broadest range, most inclusive, to the more specific, focused areas. Broadest to most specific, Internet of Everything includes everything, people, processes, data, and things. It's the broadest and covers all aspects of interconnectedness. Internet of Things focuses on physical devices, things. So you'll understand quick that things is just the catch-all to the devices that they choose to put in to play on the field. So focuses on physical devices, things connected to the internet, but not necessarily integrating other elements like processes, people, or data in the way IoE does. We're going to find out what IoE is down in this list. So you have the Internet of Everything at the top. Internet of Things next, which are the items included in the Internet of Everything. Now, fog computing, related to the Internet of Things, a broader architectural approach for the Internet of Things, where data is processed at the edge of the network, close to the data source, but it supports all types of Internet of Things applications. Edge computing, another decentralized computing approach similar to fog computing, with an emphasis on processing closer to the data source for real-time results in Internet of Things. So you have to understand, every time you bring up a website, it goes through the wires, it goes through your Wi-Fi to your router, and then it has to find the server. So, for example, if you play internet games, having a server closer to you physically actually speeds things up on your computer end. And that's where this space race, this internet race is going, is trying to get as much speed as possible. So edge, if you think of the cloud up in the sky, cloud computing, our computers send information to this nebulous server farm called the cloud. Fog, think of it down on the ground, closer to you, you're surrounded by fog. That is an architectural approach where the data gets processed closer. It doesn't have to go all the way to the server and then back to you. Edge computing is even closer, it's on the edge. Another decentralized computing approach similar to fog computing, with an emphasis on processing closer to the data source for real-time results in Internet of Things. Now we get into industrial Internet of Things. IoT, Internet of Things in industrial environments, with applications focused on manufacturing, supply chains, and machinery. Internet of Energy. IoE involves the interconnectivity of energy systems, smart grids, and devices used for energy distribution and consumption. Smart cities, Internet of Things in smart cities. Oh boy. Internet of Things technologies applied in urban infrastructure, improving transportation, utilities, and other public services for better urban living. Internet of Vehicles includes Internet of Things specifically applied to vehicles, including connected and autonomous vehicle technologies. So Elon Musk has a stake in all of these. Internet of Medical Things. Again, if you didn't know, Elon Musk was behind COVID mRNA vaccines and technology. He was a piece of that puzzle. He tweeted about the businesses that he's invested in and he runs on Twitter during COVID. IoT applied to healthcare devices and medical systems for monitoring and health management. Internet of Medical Things. Then you have the Internet of Agriculture. Internet of Things in agriculture, including smart farming and livestock tracking technologies. We fall under the Internet of Agriculture. We're the livestock. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. We fall under the Internet of Medical Things. We fall under the Internet of Everything. Internet of Agriculture, we are just the goy cattle to them. We are chattel. Internet of BioNano Things, a very specific form of Internet of Things that integrates biological and nanoscale technologies. Internet of Bodies focuses on Internet of Thing applications involving the human body, such as wearable health tech, implants, and biofeedback devices. So again, the Internet of Bodies, our bodies, now has a subset called the Internet of BioNano Things. I don't know why they put BioNano Things above bio. Probably because the BioNano Things are in everything. That's probably why. So thank you, ChatGPT. That makes sense that you would put Internet of BioNano Things first, because I'm just thinking limited that our bodies, well, BioNano Things can be in more than just our bodies. It can be in animal, plant, machinery, water, etc. The air with the chemtrails, dropping all of that. So Internet of Bodies focuses on Internet of Thing applications involving the human body, such as wearable health technology, implants, and biofeedback devices. So our bodies, if you wear an implant, if you have wearables, if you have the nanotech inside of you, which we all do at this point. Internet of Senses centers on creating sensory experiences through the internet, such as virtual reality and augmented reality, involving sight, sound, and possibly other senses. Quantum Internet, a specialized future concept focusing on the use of quantum mechanics to build a secure and highly efficient internet infrastructure. It's out. They have it. There are people using it. 5G, Internet of Things, 5G IoT, the convergence of 5G technology with Internet of Things, enabling ultra-low latency and high bandwidth for more complex IoT applications. Internet of Space, the most specialized, involving the application of Internet of Things principles in space technologies, satellite communications, and space exploration. Again, anytime you hear space, put cyber in front of it. That's the only space. I listened to a video by Sabrina Wallace, go to Nonvaxxer 420, and she talks about the Internet of Space. In every ounce of research that she's done, which she dwarfs 90% of us other than Nonvaxxer 420 on Rumble, she has shown all satellites, all space exploration, all satellites, all the CubeSats, all technologies, all frequencies, all wireless, is pointed down to us. There's no Mars going on. There's no moon broadband. None of that exists. It is all a grid. The game board, all of the internet is for us. It is cyberspace. The kingdom of cyberspace is within you. And that's where they're going, is invading our mind. That's where infinity lies, in my opinion, is in the brain. So let's go back down. It says, in summary, the broader concepts like Internet of Energy and Internet of Things encompass a wide range of technologies and applications, while more specific categories like Internet of Bodies, Internet of Medical Things, and Internet of Senses focus on very niche or advanced fields. So there we go. That's the hierarchy of the internet. Internet of Everything includes everything. Internet of Things, that's all the physical devices connected to the internet. So your phone, your router, your cars, your smart everything. Things that you wouldn't even think are connected to the internet are now connected to the internet. Fog computing. It's not in the cloud, it's closer around you. Edge computing, right on the edge. It is right there, your skin. Wearables, inside of youables. Industrial Internet of Things, Internet of Energy, smart cities. So all of this is to get us ready for the biodigital convergence. This is putting us together with the machine. Now, I looked up some other things, but I'm going to spend some time in the next video to go into the Internet of BioNano Things. But this just gives you a primer, just an idea of what we are dealing with when we talk about the Internet of Everything, Internet of Things. Ian F. Achilles, you got to go and start reading some of his stuff on the IEEE. The Internet of BioNano Things, publisher IEE, Ian F. Achilles, Impirobon, S. Balasubramaniam, Y. Kocheriavi, all authors. So this is the abstract. This article alone on the IEEE Explorer has been cited in 516 papers, 8,093 full text views. So the abstract, the Internet of Things has become an important research topic in the last decade, where things refer to the interconnected machines and objects with embedded computing capabilities employed to extend the Internet to many application domains. While research and development continue for general Internet of Things devices, there are many application domains where very tiny, concealable, and non-intrusive things are needed. The properties of recently studied nanomaterials such as graphene have inspired the concept of Internet of Nano Things, IoNT, based on the interconnection of nanoscale devices. Now, you have to understand, this is March of 2015. We're 10 years later. So where we've jumped, we're right. Well, it's been done even at his time, but the novel paradigm of the Internet of BioNano Things is introduced in this paper by stemming from synthetic biology and nanotechnology tools that allow the engineering of biological embedded computing devices. Now, I wouldn't have too big of a deal with this if they got our consent, number one, and number two, if the Supreme Court did not pass that ruling that allows synthetic technology, synthetic DNA, any changes to you to be patented. So they got to come public with this. They need to have, I wish Trump would, instead of pushing Project Stargate, would come out and have workshops or press conferences to go into exactly how safe we are, can ensure our privacy. Impossible. There is no privacy. And just be upfront with all of us about where this is going, or at least their utopia that they hope can happen. So despite being an enabler for many applications, the artificial nature of Internet of Nano Things devices can be detrimental, where the deployment of nano things could result in unwanted effects on health or pollution. Well, all of the stuff that the morticians have been pulling out of the dead, that's directly related to the magic juice that they want, and that Trump is saying is going to cure cancer in 48 hours. 48 hours, guys. Insanity. The novel paradigm of the Internet of BioNano Things. Basically, these people don't care how many die. They don't care. They just want their fake fiat fed shekel bucks. The novel paradigm of the Internet of BioNano Things is introduced in this paper by stemming from synthetic biology and nanotechnology tools that allow the engineering of biological embedded computing devices. So all the nanotech inside of us. This is the correct frame of reference to look at it. Not as a virus, not from a lab. It is to inject us with nanotech, biologically accepted nanotech that changes us. The IoBNt stands as a paradigm-shifting concept for communication and network engineering, where novel challenges are faced to develop efficient and safe techniques for the exchange of information, interaction, and networking within the biochemical domain, while enabling an interface to the electrical domain of the Internet. Because you have to understand, they can't just go straight digital directly into us. They have to have routers, actuators, access points, biocyber interfaces, molecular communication. So what chemistry inside of your cell can be interpreted and decoded, but they've got that down. They figured it out. So as you can see, bacterium, how it goes to the Internet of Things device. I mean, they have all of this 100% worked out on the nanoscale. So our bodies going back and forth between communications with the internet. So I'm going to stop right here. Nothing huge, nothing revelatory, maybe to some of you, but most of you have kind of a grip on this. But just to get the hierarchy down of where they are, and there's going to be more internets as they figure out new ways and methods of hacking the human animal. So it's the biocyber interfaces that they're doing to us for the biodigital convergence. And again, space, satellites, they're pointed down at us. They're using the satellites to push and roll out the smart cities, the kill grids, and it's a perfect Trojan horse, perfect weapon for war. Oh, but it's for peace and it's for our health. Okay, keep believing that, people. All right. Until next time.